Okay, so welcome to episode 6 of YouCube, which is going to be Super Mario Sunshine, which came out in the UK on the 4th of October 2002.
It did indeed. This time, unlike the other games that we've covered, this one didn't come out that long after the Japan had it. Japan, it was released in 19th of July, so it was only 3 months. And then America had it in August, and then Australia had it a week after us, and then for some reason South Korea didn't get it until December.
Random. Probably a translation.
Yeah, first time I found out the Korean date.
It's sort of, I guess that's around the time, early 2000s was when stuff was starting to get a bit more coherent around the world. I guess because of the rise of the internet and broadband and people had it, so it was easier to get information about games that were in other countries. So
Yeah,
there was that more want for stuff.
but Japan and Korea co-hosted the World Cup in 2002. So why was there a 5 6 month gap between Mario getting released in the countries?
No idea. We have to talk to the heads of Nintendo. If any of the heads of Nintendo are listening or watching, let us know.
It must have been some sort of translation issue.
Got to be, haven't it? You know what I realised as well?
Yes.
This is episode 6, so that means that we've been doing YouCube for 6 months now.
Oh no, that's crazy and amazing.
That's gone by really quick.
It has. Yeah, we started the channel in March.
I don't think we released the first video until nearly May though.
Really?
Yeah, because I set the channel up in the March, but I don't think we got around to actually doing anything on it until end of April, May time. Let's have a look quick. I'll go have a look at when our first video was published.
Okay. And whilst you're doing that, I'll just apologise to our audience now. If you can hear me sipping, it's because I'm having a nice cup of Yorkshire tea.
I think every episode, whenever I do the editing of the episodes, when like you're talking, all you can hear is like me just going like, and then when I'm talking, because you go for it as well. Like,
Well, I've just recovered from COVID, so the hot drink is soothing on my throat.
you need it to lubricate your throat
Yes.
for the discussion.
But it would only ever be Yorkshire tea. None of the other teas matter. So Yorkshire tea is the place to be. I've got my thumbs up for those
Please
that
sponsor us.
can't see. Yeah. Yeah, essentially Yorkshire tea, give me some flavours.
Yeah, you don't have to pay us sponsorship. You can just pay us in crates of tea. That's fine. Yeah. Off topic. Yeah, our Tunic video came out on the 11th of April, and then Shredders was the 24th. Serious Sam was the 9th, and that's when we were just doing the gameplay game passes. When we decided to expand and change the channel was end of May, later than I thought. Smash Brothers Melee 20th anniversary episode 1 was the 24th of May.
Blimey.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, back to Mario Sunshine. That, 4 minutes into the episode and down the tangent. Did you get Mario Sunshine on launch?
I never owned Mario Sunshine.
Okay, because this is weird, because neither did I.
I have it now on the GameCube, and I have it on the Switch, but I never owned it when I owned, when I still own my GameCube, my launch GameCube, but I've never had it.
You never owned it during its lifetime.
Yeah, I borrowed it I thought I must have borrowed it off you, but I must have borrowed it off George, maybe?
You borrowed it off of me via George.
It's Tales of Symphonia all over again.
Yeah, I don't know if George knows that you had it for a bit. Yeah, but obviously if he listens to this, he'll find out now. But yeah, I didn't get it on launch, but me and George went to town because he got it. So I went to town with George, got Mario Sunshine, then I just basically sat on George's bedroom floor whilst he played Mario Sunshine and I watched.
So from the pattern I'm picking up on all of these retrospective videos is that you sat on someone's bed or sat on someone's floor and watched the other person play.
Yeah, that's because I was
Resident
poor.
Evil, you sat on the bed and watched someone play it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's the old-fashioned before YouTube existed. That's what you did.
Yes. Yeah. I speaking of borrowing stuff from George, I borrowed Resident Evil 4 from George.
I thought you owned that.
I no, he had an American version, so he had it before it was released in the UK.
Oh yeah, because he had that special disc that let you play it on English GameCubes. Yeah, good old George saved our game, saved our gaming back then.
But we did a lot of swapping and trading with friends and friends of friends back in the GameCube days.
Well, yeah, because you either had that friend that basically got all the decent stuff on launch, George, or the rest of your friends used to just have to wait for Christmas and birthdays. So that's what me and you used to do, didn't we? We
Yeah.
used to arrange because our birthdays are only like there's one day between our birthdays. Um,
Or
so we
what? Is
used
there
to always,
363 days between our birthdays?
oh yeah, really, really. But we used to be like, okay, so what game are you going to ask for your birthday? Oh, I'm going to get this one. And I'd be like, oh, okay, then I'll get this one. So then we could play them through and then swap.
Yeah. Oh, the joys of being young. Can't let friends borrow games anymore. I mean, you can, but they have to download them for like a year.
Yeah. So, and also it's awkward now. I can't really post you a Switch game over
True.
across from Canada. I think also the online sort of side of thing killed that part of it off because
Yeah.
a lot of the time now you don't want to just borrow a game off a friend to play because you want to play with them online, so you both need a copy.
Yeah.
Whereas beforehand it would be, oh, local multiplayer, so you just go around to whoever's house anyway, and then the single player experiences were a lot more robust and it was more about single player for a lot of games. So then you just once you'd completed it, you hand it off to your friend and they'd play and you'd get one of theirs. And but I like that sort of that time. I
Yeah.
miss it.
Yeah. So do I. But to go back to the point, no, I never owned Mario Sunshine.
No, nor do I. So that's it. Wrap up the end of the episode. We never owned it. We don't know what we're talking about.
So I've never actually completed Mario Sunshine.
What?
Well, because I
And
borrowed
the
it,
amount,
but
amount of crap you give me over games that I've not completed.
yeah, but you haven't completed games that you've owned.
Well, you own Mario Sunshine now.
Yeah,
And have you got Super Mario 3D All Stars?
I do.
So you've got it twice.
Yeah, but I haven't started it on the Switch yet because I was doing Mario 64 first, and I got so far and then realised how clunky the controls are, and I couldn't bring myself to complete it. As much as I love Mario 64,
So that's another game you've not completed then.
I've completed Mario 64.
Yeah, not on the Switch.
No, no, not on the Switch, but I've completed it on the DS and N64.
Okay, I'll let you off on that one then.
All right, thanks.
So you've never had the joy of beating up Bowser in a hot tub.
No,
That's the final boss. Anyone? Spoilers.
even though I never completed the game and I never owned the game, I really did enjoy the game.
I enjoyed the game, apart from certain annoying levels,
Yes, there were.
such as I just want to say that manta ray level that I had to get you to do for me. The hotel with like the
Yeah, I was
manta
going to
ray
say
shadow.
that one was a nightmare. I hated that
Yeah,
one as well.
I remember you doing it, and I'm like, right, okay, right, let's put my memory card in now, and you can do it for me because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that was a horrible level. I remember that. That was probably my worst one. I
Yeah,
think there was like a beach one with the angry caterpillar. Can't remember his name.
I don't know. Angry
Big,
caterpillar,
the big yellow caterpillar.
Colin.
Oh, what is his name? Anyway, there was a big, massive, giant angry caterpillar on the beach, and yeah, I didn't like that one either.
There was also because when you go into like I guess they're sort of like bonus stages within levels.
Yeah,
Um, and Shadow Mario comes and steals your water pack, jetpack off you, and you have to do the level without it. And then some of them are like quite fun. They're just like normal, like Mario 64 style levels, and then some of them are just stupid. There's like that pinball one where you get launched up and you've got to try and like fall through like a pinball machine, wooden pinball machine thing, collecting the red coins, I think it is. And it's so easy just to fall off. It like does my head in.
I don't recall that one.
No, you've probably like just repressed that memory. Because I didn't remember it until I was playing it through on the Switch, and I was just like, "Oh no, it's this! I remember this now."
Yeah, I don't recall. I have vivid memories of Isle of Delfino, like the main
Hmm.
hub, and
Yeah,
Baby Park, or I'm just calling it Baby Park because that's what it's called in
Baby
Mario Kart.
Park.
Uh,
Pinata Park,
yeah, something like that.
something like that. Yeah,
Um, and then the first stage with Petey Piranha.
yeah.
That's like the levels I remember the most.
I just love the hub area as well. It's just like it's almost sort of like Greek, Italian style, Mediterranean. You've got like the water effects are so nice.
Yeah,
It's fun just to sort of hang out there, especially because it came out in the winter in England, where it was all just basically grey and raining.
yeah,
Yeah, jump into Mario
yes,
Sunshine. It's like, I'm on holiday.
yes. Isle Delfino, which
Yeah.
is Italian for dolphin, in case no
Is
viewers
this
know
going in?
that.
Is that a segue into your facts?
Just a fact that I thought I'd read off from my short list of facts. And the island was also shaped like a dolphin.
Yes, it was. Because
Yes,
Dolphin was the code name for the GameCube.
yes.
There you go. I've got the facts too, off the top of my head.
So this game featured voice acting,
One of the first for Nintendo, wasn't it?
but it wasn't the first Mario to have voice acting or extensive voice acting. Do you know what the first one was?
I was going to say Mario 64, but I guess it's one of the um, what's it called? The Philips CDI Mario games or something stupid like that, isn't it?
It was Hotel Mario.
Is that a CDI game or?
I haven't got a clue. Never heard of
Oh,
it.
all right.
Um, but yeah, so there wasn't as many locations to visit as there was in Mario 64 in terms of like levels.
Yeah,
But there was, like Mario 64, there was a lot of episodes, as they call them, within each course.
yeah,
So you'd have to like go back in, and then something would be slightly different on the level, which meant you could do something else to get the shine.
yeah. I think there was definitely more variety in Mario Sunshine than Mario 64 in the sense of the levels changed a lot more as you went through the different like acts or
Yeah,
scenes of the level. Whereas Mario 64, you could sort of get a lot of the stars um, in like when you're in the wrong act almost. So like
yeah,
on the Bob-omb one, you could just go up and go straight rather than going up to the top to fight King Bob-omb. You could just bum slam the thing for the chain chomp and
yeah,
you'd bounce around and you'd get that star, and that's not the star you were supposed to get at that point, but you could just get it because you could the level wasn't set up to change as much, if you know what I mean. If that
yeah.
makes sense.
That does
My
make sense.
ramble.
Well, as I've recently played Mario Kart 64, Mario 64,
Hmm.
I'm aware
Yeah,
what you mean.
yeah.
Um, this also, Metacritic wise, got a 92 out of 100.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I remember at the time there was a lot of like backlash about Mario Sunshine when it was revealed because obviously we got shown the Space World trailer, didn't we? For it happened with Zelda. We had that Space World trailer of Zelda
Oh, the one that
fighting
looked amazing.
Link fighting Ganondorf, and
Yeah.
then we had the Mario 128 trailer as well. And then they showed Wind Waker, and it was cell shaded, and people were like, "No, this isn't what you promised." And then Mario Sunshine was like, "Oh, look, it's Mario in like a tropical location with a water jetpack thing," and people were like, "Oh, it's not what you promised." And it
The
was like a
the Wind Waker one really upset me.
yeah.
I was really looking forward to like a realistic looking Zelda, like the
You
reveal
got it
or
in
like
Twilight Princess.
yeah. And to be fair, I love the artwork in Wind Waker. Like once I
Yeah.
bought it and played it, I was like, this is amazing. And the artwork's so good in it that it still holds up today,
Hmm. Yeah.
20 years on.
I think maybe that backlash again was sort of half sort of the very beginnings of the whole like internet sort of like whinging that you get. It
Yeah,
was like at that right time when people were like, "Oh yeah, this isn't exactly what I wanted. I'm going to go online and whinge about it," and then it sort of got reported that fans were unhappy and stuff like that.
yeah.
But now everyone loves it.
What, the whinging?
The whinging, yeah. No, everyone loves Mario Sunshine. I don't know anyone that dislikes Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't know a lot of people that play Mario games because they're all like, Mario's for babies.
Oh yeah, you live in England still,
Yeah,
where Nintendo's never been popular.
no, because it's made for babies. Babies play Mario games.
Yeah, exactly. Sonic, he's got attitude. He's for teenagers who are edgy and cool.
Yeah, but is Sonic gonna fix your sink?
Probably not. You might do a quick job, not very good one.
Mario's a plumber. He knows what he's doing. So, just another quick fact.
Okay,
This was the third best-selling GameCube game.
what was number one?
Smash Brothers,
What was number two?
Mario Kart.
Okay, is that a
It,
guess or do you know that?
no, I know that.
Ah,
It
okay,
sold 5.9 million copies, but it only makes it the sixth best-selling 3D Mario game.
the sixth best-selling 3D Mario. Are there six
It got
3D Mario
Odyssey,
games?
Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2, Mario 64. I don't know if it counts like New Super Mario Bros. Or stuff like that.
I'd say
Mario
they're
3D
2D.
World.
Barely 3D.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
all right.
fact I read online. You know,
Okay.
the safe space that no one can edit. If it's written online, it is
It's
real.
facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, obviously, the jetpack is called the Flood, but I won't go into too much detail just in case it's part of one of your questions.
It is part of the quiz. It is part of the quiz. So you might do well. You got because we were going to switch around, weren't we? But
Yes.
obviously you've been ill and you've not had enough time to prepare and things like that. And then also I had the issue of Nintendo didn't actually show Mario Sunshine at Space World in 2001, so there was no preview of it. Because I like to read the Space World previews to you guys, so I've had to hunt down a magazine scan from 2000. I think it's June 2002, which is NGC magazine, which is a UK magazine, which used to be N64 magazine. And they've got like a brief preview that I'll read out instead.
Okay.
Have you got? Has all your facts done? Have you got any more facts?
No. The other
No.
fact is that Mario Sunshine's great.
All right.
Fact.
Fact.
It says it on the
Right.
internet.
Yeah. I have it on the box. Mario Sunshine's great. Ian. Okay. I'm going to read out what N64 magazine thought of their preview for Mario Sunshine back in early 2002. Maz's back better than ever. Ever since the N64 launch, the public has hankered after a sequel to what is still quite possibly the finest game ever made, Mario 64. Now we're all a little older and fatter, the wait is nearly over, and this is a true sequel since the format doesn't seem to have changed that much. Mario still runs, jumps, and collects coins. This time, however, there's a curious sunshine motif going on. The coins you amass in the bottom left corner have sunny faces. So obviously they think the shines are sunny-faced coins at this point in time. And in the footage and shots we've seen so far, Mario is running around in a bright, sunny urban landscape. But the trademark triple jumps, long jumps, wall jumps, and U-turn jumps from Mario 64 all return. You'll be glad to hear, well, the area that we saw Mazza trotting around was simply huge and highly detailed. Right? And then it goes on to say, Shigeru's secrecy. However, Shigsy wasn't keen on showing the game at Space World, that's what I just said, until some bright spark talked him round. At the earliest, it'll hit shops in Japan next summer, and is still a long way from finished. Okay, so this must be 2001, not 2002 then. Details about it are thin on the ground, to say the least. Miyamoto himself commented, "I deliberately chose images that will not reveal a lot about the game, so that you will not know its secrets. Cheers then." Nonetheless, Sunshine will be one of next year's most exciting things. The future's so bright, we gotta wear shades. Haha, puns.
Good one.
And there's a brief little bit as well, which says, "What's up with the backpack? Mario sports a rather nice clear backpack with a nozzle on top. Shigsy's keeping stum about this, but it seems most likely the nozzle on top will be able to fire something that builds up in the round meter top right. We'd hazard a guess it's water. This would be the mirror image of Luigi's vacuum that also squirts water." Does Luigi's vacuum squirt water in
No, it just says vacuum,
Luigi's
isn't it?
Mansion?
So it does it squirt water?
Oh, this is what they seem to say.
No, it's just a vacuum cleaner,
All right. And then
isn't
they
it?
say, "Anyway, you look at it, it's certainly intriguing. As soon as we wrangle any more info out of Japan, you'll have it." That's it.
I don't think I want to hear any more info out of it. Out of them, they're going to refer to it as Mazza. Oh, good
Okay.
old Mazza's back. You know,
The people
created
that
by old
worked up.
Shigsy.
Oh, the way people used to write British magazines back like in the early 2000s and 90s is hilarious.
They just wanted to seem like they were hip.
I know.
I'm down with the kids. Old Mazza's back. Oh, God. I'll always remember in the official Nintendo magazines, they used to get fan letters. Like people would write in fan letters, and there was
Yeah,
one. I can't remember what the letter was about, but it was signed off with Anon, as in anonymous.
yeah.
So the editor or whoever reads in response to the letters wrote underneath it, "Anon, great name, sounds like Ganon." And then in the next month, someone corrected them saying, "Oh, Anon is short for anonymous," and he was like, "Oh, I didn't realise that."
Amazing. I like as well back then as well. He's like, when something like that happened, you'd have to wait a whole month to correct your mistake. Whereas now people can quickly like just edit something online. Whereas
Yeah,
then no, it's out there, it's in print. That's it forever.
yeah. I
Oh.
need to go into my mum's loft to see if she's got the old magazines. I don't think she has.
You had loads at one point.
Yeah, I think I had it every month for like. I think I bought it every month for like 3, 4 years.
Mm. See, they'd be really cool to do something if you got them, just to like do some like shorts and stuff with. Just read out some of the previews or some like
Yeah,
the random letters and stuff. That'd be funny.
I did find in my mum's loft the other day the old South Park first-person shooter on the N64.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found it randomly in a box.
Why was that in the loft?
Don't know. Because I found a Nintendo 64 power pack up there as well, but I couldn't find the Nintendo 64. So I'm guessing that must have been buried somewhere.
Because I gave you an N64, didn't I,
Yeah,
before I
and
left?
it had
And
no
I gave
power
you.
pack.
It had no power pack.
Yeah. So then when I went around my mum's and found this N64 power pack,
Ah, okay, yeah.
I was
That's
like, oh,
probably why
I'll
then.
take that.
That's It might be from that N64 because obviously I used to live up in the loft, didn't I?
Oh, so did I. Oh, we don't have to go off on tangents, don't we?
Oh yeah. Right.
Ugh.
We'll get the quiz done because we're
Okay.
approaching a half-hour mark, and I like to try and keep these episodes to around half hour.
Okay.
Yeah, so not too long. You ready for the quiz?
Yes.
8 questions as always.
Cool.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
What is the name of Mario's water pack device?
It is flood with a
What?
FLUDD.
Yeah, well done. Okay, I'll give you a little number 1 for that. Who invented the flood device?
I literally had his name in my head because we were talking about Luigi's Professor,
Yeah,
like E Gat or something, isn't it?
Professor E. Ga. What's
Gat. GATT.
no,
I don't know.
no, GADD.
Oh.
You were close,
Damn
but
it.
no cigar. Right. Name one other Professor E. Gadd invention.
The Poltergust 3000.
Yep. I would have also accepted Game Boy Horror or the magic paintbrush that Shadow Mario uses.
Okay.
In Mario 64, you collect Power Stars. What is Mario collecting in Mario Sunshine?
Shines.
More specifically.
Sunshines.
They're
No? Is
shine
that?
sprites.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty
I'll
sure you
give you that
mentioned.
anyway.
Okay. Thanks.
How many blue coins do you need to get a shine sprite?
20?
Nope.
Oh.
Do you have another guess?
10?
Nope.
No.
5.
Should have known that.
Well, this isn't going to be your best quiz. That was Resident Evil, wasn't it? You got
Yeah.
8 out of 8. Who is Shadow Mario really?
Bowser Jr.?
Yep. What is the name of the island Mario takes his vacation on?
Oh, Delfino.
Yep. And then the final question. Name all 4 nozzle attachments available for the flood.
Do you know what? I even saw these when I was doing my research, and I thought no one needs to know what the nozzle names are, so I just skipped past that bit.
You don't have to give me the actual names. I'll accept descriptions of what each of the nozzle does.
There's one that shoots water,
Yep.
and there's one that lets you run fast, like a turbo boost one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's one that makes you float as if it's a jetpack.
Yep.
I don't know the fourth.
Do you want to have a little think back? How do you get up to really high places?
You used the jetpack one. No?
What? The jetpack? Which one do you mean jetpack?
So the one where the two things come out at the shoulders and point down,
Okay, yeah.
and it shoots
Okay, yeah.
water.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know
what's
the
the other
fourth.
one?
I don't know.
The other one that lets you get up really high.
Don't know.
Launches you like a rocket.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8. Wow, wow,
Oh,
wow. It's a bit disappointing based on your performance last week.
yeah, that's all right. We've got 2 more YouCubes to go until the end of the year.
Yep.
So hopefully I can get another.
Then we'll have to come up with a new series.
Yes. I don't know what the next 2 are. But
I think Star Fox Adventures
oh,
is
nice.
one of them. I think for December.
I've got the list somewhere on my phone, but
I think there was a lot of games that came out in November and December, but I think we decided that we'd do Star Fox in December because I got Star Fox Adventures for Christmas 2002.
okay.
So I thought that was fitting for that,
Yeah.
and I can't remember what is in November. What we were doing for
I've got a
November.
list somewhere on my phone. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wraps up this episode of the Cube U, the YouCube. So, as always, at the end of these videos, I like to give off my little speech. Friends, Romans, Mazzers, please hit that like button and the subscribe button. And as good old Shigsy would say, hit that notification bell. And you might hear a little, it's a me, Mario. Oh yeah, and follow us on all the socials. All the socials.